Hello and welcome to Down on SimTV. Tonight we are live here for the TRL Super League Wingless Sprint Super Series at Lernerville Speedway. Should be a great night of racing here. Thanks to our streaming partners, Premium Simtography, Premium Designs, Local Sprint Car Photography and Media, and iRacing Down Under and W Energy Drinks. Let's all stand up, remove your headwear as we play the Australian National Anthem.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are one and free. With golden soil and wealth of toil, our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage of Earth's Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing of Earth's Australia fair.
Welcome back. We'll go over the points and the calendar, so we'll bring up the points very first and go over them. So we have Bradley Oldfield taking the lead with 360 points. Ethan Basson, 348 points. Baxter Truchet with 323 points. Lachlan Phillips, 291 points. Kevin Rufford, 285 points. Henry Fenton, 271 points. Riley Hutchison, 265. Craig Sherm, 261. Ethan Winter, 170 points. And Brady Baldwin with 166 points is your top 10 points so far after round number 2. On your calendar so far with round number 3 for tonight at Lernerville Speedway, and we'll move on to round number 4 at Kokomo Speedway next week as well, so we're all excited for that one. A very small series for this one. We've only total of 5 rounds, and with number 5 round being a grand final, and then we move on to another one. We'll be back here very shortly for your iRacing Down Under qualifying. It'll be up very shortly. The iRacing Down Under qualifying is underway. We'll have a look to see on who has gone out. And to see on who can get quick time tonight. Harry Stewart gets top qualifying. Oh, Brady Bullwood comes around with a 14.887. Craig Sherm gets your quick time, a 14.863. And Harry Stewart comes back with a 14.642. Wow. Harry Stewart gets the quick time. Bradley Oldfield, your current points leader, gets quick time with a 14.492. A sensational job from him. Wow, a sensational drop from him. Baxter Truchet goes second quick with a 14.583. Lachlan Phillips going for his qualifying. Let's see what he can put on the board. Lachlan goes fifth quick with a 14.793. Let's see if he can do another one. Let's see what he can come across. And he stays in a fifth place. Last recording a 14.753. Henry Frenson going for his qualifying. Let's see what he can put on the board. Last recorded lap at 15.178. Henry goes fourth quick with a 14.711. Wowee. As we just see him flying off the track. We'll have a look at your qualifying results. Bradley Oldfield getting the quick time for tonight. A sensational job from him with a 14.492. Baxter Truchet, a 14.583. Harry Stewart with third quick. And can't see it anymore as the has been changed over to your heat number one. As we'll have a look at your heat number one grid. Bradley Oldfield, Harry Stewart, Ethan Baston, Brady Baldwin, Bro Nation, Hadley Boyce. I do apologize to say that incorrectly. So 6 cars to the start of your heat number one. So just pace it, and then light is green. Bradley Oldfield taking the lead. Let's see what he can put on the board. Oh, we have one going off. As we continue going, it was Brady Baldwin. Went off the track. We're back racing. Bradley Oldfield taking the lead. He has company. Harry Stewart is down next to him. Can he try and make it? He goes down, but it was a bit unsuccessful. Bit of some holes down the bottom there. But Bradley Oldfield taking the move, going up to the top there, doing a sensational job. Harry Stewart not too far behind him. Going mid-pack. It's Bassett not too far behind. Harry Stewart either going down below. Harry going up. But he's just trying to keep... Oh, he nearly grabs it, and we are yellow, yellow, yellow. Harley Boyce looks like he has gone off the track. Oh, collects that top wall. And just get dragged on. And it's just gone down below. That will probably be the most common sight we will see here for tonight at this track, especially with that top lip. We're just pacing around. Yellow flag is still out. As we're just pacing around. Just in case we have a little look at the internet. But it was just a minor mistake. As we get set to go back green. It is green. Heat number 1 resumes with Bradley Oldfield taking the lead back again. He puts the foot down. With Harry Stewart up the top and gone down. Oh, wow, not too sure if we're going to call a yellow for that, but we just seen him just go off. Yeah, he is back out on the field. That is definitely going to be a common sight to see tonight. Brady Oldfield doing a sensational job. Ethan Bassett moves up to second. Brady Baldwin moves up to third. Last lap this time. With Brady going off just a little bit earlier. But it's just come back at doing a sensational job. And this is it. Bradley Oldfield doing a sensational job with heat number 1. Just keeping the car on the track. For a couple of times he did go over the edge, but he come back. Bradley Oldfield, Ethan Baston, Brady Baldwin, Hadley Boyce, Bo Nation, and Harry Stewart. No clean one. As we'll have a look at heat number 2 result grid. Baxter Truchet, Henry Fenton, Lachlan Phillips, Craig Sherm, and Shannon Blackburn. So only 5 cars for heat number 2. As we're just waiting on Henry Fenton and Lachlan Phillips to join, and we should go pacing. As we're just waiting for the pace car to pull off, as we're just seeing Shannon Blackburn just having a little bit of a glitchy system. But hopefully that doesn't affect the racing. But hopefully we'll see it on who can win heat number 1. Pace car pulls off. It is green.
Green.
Heat number 2 is underway with Lachlan Phillips getting a little bit loose down to the bottom there. Back to true shape, mid-pack. Going up top. And doing a sensational job here with the 2 Evolution Simsport boys not too far behind him. He's got to keep that pace up. Lachlan Phillips down the bottom. Him going back mid-pack. Back to true shape, doing a sensational job here so far. Going around the track. Henry Fenton in second. Lachlan Phillips third. Craig Sherman fourth. Shannon Blackburn fifth. Baxter just trying to concentrate and not going off the edge, with Henry going down the bottom there to try and take, but was unsuccessful. 5 laps to go this time by. With Baxter down the bottom and going back up to the top as he goes back down to mid-pack. With Henry not too far behind him, starting to close in with not too much of a gap between the two. With just under half a second gap. Craig Sherman comes around Lachlan Phillips. Oh, Lachlan Phillips wants to come back for that spot. He's going to try everything he can. With 2 laps to go this time by, Craig is definitely down the bottom there. He's going to try. Hopefully Henry keeps it back on the track. He does. As Craig's going to make his move on. Henry goes down the bottom there. Henry up the top. With Baxter having some company. Craig not too far down the bottom there next to him. If Craig can try and make it go around, we'll have to wait and see. And that is it. Wowee. Well, Baxter was on the edge of his seat on that one. Baxter Truchet, Craig Sherm, Henry Fenton, Shannon Blackburn, and Lachlan Phillips. Not too sure what happened with Lachlan as he goes to the rear. As we'll have a look at your B main. Hello boys, Shannon Blackburn, Boy Nation, Lachlan Phillips and Harry Stewart, as all of them will go straight forward to the A main. They're just basically racing for their spots. And as we're just waiting on people to join, we'll be right back here very shortly. Right, so we're just pacing around. Pace car should be pulling off here very shortly, and we go green for your B main. Pace car pulls off. We get set to go green for your B main. It is green. Harley Boyce taking the lead. Let's see if he can keep it up. He's gonna definitely try as we go yellow, yellow, yellow. With Harry Stewart off the track. A look at the replay on that one. Oh, the 94 come over to car 17. Collects the car number 17. He goes off track. Oh, Harry Stewart off track as well. Wow, so 4 and 5 get hit off the track. As Lachlan Phillips can't do anything as his front is just wrecked. As lights are still out, so we'll have a little bit unfortunate there from Lachlan Phillips, the car number 17, Evolution Sim Sports, with him probably going into the pits for that one. Lights are still out, so we're not too sure if anyone is getting in trouble for that incident at all. We go back green for your B main. It resumes. Well, didn't even really start. Boyce doing a sensational job. I don't know if I'd say that incorrectly. I do apologise. With Harry Stewart going back off yet again. And that will be a common sight for tonight as well, with a lot of cars going up and over. As there is no fence at all. The Pro Nation just getting a little bit of connection issues there. This 727 car is just doing a sensational job here, and it is just easy work for him. As the Pro Nation is just trying to catch up and close him in. Shannon Blackburn in third as well, with Harry Stewart returning to the track with 7 laps to go. Harley Boyce just doing a easy job around here for tonight for B main. Pro Nation just trying his hardest to try and catch up, but there is at least a second gap between him and first place, with Harry Stewart in third place as well. Shannon Blackburn in fourth. Not too sure what happened there with Shannon, if he could have had connections issues as well, as Harry Stewart goes off the track yet again. And just heads back into the pits, I think. There's only 3 cars left, Addy, with 2 laps to go this time by. With the 727 just easing it in. And last lap. Just going down there. You got to be careful going down in that middle part there. Otherwise, there is a few little ruts in there, and that could muck things up. And that is it. Harley Voice, Ray Nation, and Shannon Blackburn. And unfortunately, Harry Stewart and Lachlan Phillips did not finish. Harley Voice 727 with Ray Nation, Shannon Blackburn, and unfortunately Harry Stewart and Lachlan Phillips did not finish, with a little bit of an incident there with Lachlan Phillips there at the start, even before we started counting, and Harry Stewart just not finishing up there and going up and aiming towards the pits there towards the end, unfortunately. But we'll be right back here very shortly. It is warm-up. Your A main grid with Bradley Oldfield taking the lead. Baxter Truchet, Ethan Baston, Craig Sherm, Brady Baldwin, Henry Finson, Hadley Boyce, Bo Nation, Shannon Blackburn, Harry Stewart and Lachlan Phillips starting off the rear of the pack. A little bit unfortunate there what happened in the B main, but hopefully he can rise to the top. As we get set to go green here very shortly. First off, it'll be pacing around the track and we'll see on how the feature goes. As just pacing around here, we get set to go green here very shortly, running 11 cars out here. We go green. Your A main is underway. 30 laps. So far so good with a few people just mixing around and trying to get the speed. As we're just pacing through the pack and just to see on how things are going. So far so good with a lot of people just trying to find their lines. With Baxter Truchet going up to the top there. So far so good around here, around the track. And hopefully everyone can try and find their lines with Bradley Oldfield still taking the lead with 27 laps to go. Baxter Truchet, Brady Baldwin trying to make his move as well. With Craig Sherry not too far behind. With Ethan Baston not too far in 5th place as well. This has been so far a great race to witness. So far so good going around the track here, and hopefully we can keep things nice and clean. So far so good. No incidents with only 21 laps to go. Bradley Oldfield. Ethan Baston moves up to 2nd with Baxter Truchet goes back down to 3rd. Harry Stewart 4th. Craig Sherm 5th. Brady Baldwin moves back down to 6th. Henry Vincent 7th. With Bo Nation 8th. Lachlan Phillips 9th. Hadley Boyce 10th. And Shannon Blackburn at the back.
Yellow flag.
As we go, caution, caution, caution. Looks like a incident with Baxter Truchet. We'll go have a look at replay. As we're just having a slow down to see what happened here. I think his right rear just gets over the berm and goes down. Oh, and collects Brady Baldwin. Wowee. We go back green. As Bradley Oldfield just taking the walk in the park, 15 laps to go. I can't believe how quick these are going. As on to the 14th, that is it. And the pits are now closed. Twelve laps to go. Not too much has just changed. This has just been some sensational racing. Harry Stewart coming up to the front of Hadley Boyce in third. Brady Baldwin in fourth. Craig fifth. Henry Fenton sixth. Baxter Truchet seventh. Shannon Blackburn eighth. Ethan Baston ninth. Boy Nation 10th. And Lachlan Phillips. Not too sure what is going on with him tonight. He's at the rear of the pack. Not too far and coming up here very quick. Seven laps to go, or 6 laps to go this time by a sensational job. Harry Stewart taking the lead with Bradley mistakenly going down the bottom and Harry going up to the top. Oh, that was a bit of a close one there, but from Bradley Oldfield. Is Bradley going to try it again? No, he doesn't. With Harry Stewart up to the top there. Oh, Bradley Oldfield does a slide job. And oh, that was a bit unsuccessful as Harry Stewart takes it back. Got up to some lap traffic not too far from Lachlan Phillips. Oh, Harry Stewart goes off as Bradley Oldfield takes the lead back. But unfortunate there from Harry Stewart. With last lap this time by. Has been a sensational lot of racing so far for your round number 3. As that is it. What a sensational drive from Bradley Oldfield. That has to be one of the sensational race ones so far. Bradley Oldfield, Hadley Boyce, Craig Sherm, Brady Baldwin, Henry Fenton, Harry Stewart, Baxter Truchet, Shannon Blackburn, Bo Nation, and unfortunately not a too good one there from Lachlan Phillips with the end results with that one. And Ethan Baston as well. Bit of an unfortunate event there, but a good lot of racing here so far. We'll be back here very shortly with the interviews.
Green Sally down, last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, Green Sally down, last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, Green Sally down, last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, Green Sally down, last done start, gotta tell the ground.
Welcome back. By the looks, I think we've only got one person to interview for tonight, and that is Hadley Boyce. Hadley, how you doing, mate?
Good, thanks. How are you? You got me all good?
Yeah, I've got you.
Sweet.
Take us through your race, mate.
Yeah, I thought I was actually just going to go and sort of plot around the back, actually. I sort of felt like I may have missed the setup initially, and then sort of come on right towards the end, and a few people fell off the top, and I could just sort of run the line that I sort of wanted to do. I didn't want to go too sort of attack on the top, just because I know that I can't really run the top properly in these things, so just sort of tried to drive it safe, and yeah, and then just sort of tucked into the bottom of those last sort of 3-4 laps just to see if there's anything down there, and it seemed like it was working a little bit, but I still had Brady hot on the tail, or Shearim, so yeah, happy as to come out, I think P2 in the end.
Yes, you did finish off with P2 pretty well, and that was actually a pretty good race there from you. Any changes you could have made tonight?
Well, I'm not too sure, to be honest. I sort of just went out there, had a sort of guess on the setup, guess on the gear ratio, and yeah, just sort of went around searching for grip. So maybe if I sort of locked in a set and maybe a gear ratio a bit earlier and put some more laps in, I might have been okay. But very tough to like get past Brad and all that up there. You know, those guys are really quick, and I was actually quite happy just to hold Brady and Shearim off. Obviously, Shearim being TRL1, and then Brady being very, very quick as well.
Yep. So I think this is probably your first race for the season so far.
Yeah, so I did last week with you guys. I run Charlotte, and I ended up half spinning myself with like 5 to go, just not comfortable in the car, and just ran it through the slick, and it just looked around on me, and that was just a drive error. There's nothing really. I didn't touch anybody or anything like that, so it's probably good that I was able to sort of pick something up out of this one.
Yep. What was your strategy to keep the car on the track tonight?
Pretty much just be smart and don't run the top, because I think if I went up there and sort of railed around the top, I reckon I probably would have fallen off and either caused a yellow or ended up down in the lake, down the back straight.
Yeah, I did actually see quite a few times. A couple of people have did it, especially coming around the pit exit as well. A few people went up to the top there, and the right rear just caught over the top, and then just over they went. So it was a bit tricky tonight to not go up the top.
It's a real fine line, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just trying to be smart, really, and you know, like if I'm not confident at the top, don't run it, sort of thing. Don't risk yourself sort of binning it or ruining someone else's race. So just try to play it nice and smart and chill out, really.
Yeah. Any sponsors you'd like to thank?
Massive shout out to Game of Fuel New Zealand. Keeps me up when it's midnight here in New Zealand. Then obviously Sharp Apparel, Concut, and all the other sponsors on the car, and all the boys at Iridium and all that for the constant support.
No worries, mate. Well, thanks very much for putting on a sensational race, and hopefully see you next week.
Awesome, cheers, buddy. Thanks for the stream too.
No worries, mate. As that was your second place, Hadley boys. As we move on to our first place, Bradley Oldfield. Bradley, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you?
Not too bad. Take us through your race.
Yeah, it was just the first half of the race was just trying to just keep my line, keep it steady. Second half was fun racing with Harry. You know, we race a lot, so it was good. Just having like our fun slider battles that we do. So that was fun. It was unfortunate to see him go off the track, but stuff happens.
Yep. Any changes you could have made tonight?
Probably just tighten the car up a little bit. I was just a bit free coming to the like at the end. Just had to end up chasing the dirt to go forward, but yeah, they probably would have just tightened it up a bit to make it a bit better in the slick.
Yep. How's your season going so far?
Pretty good. I've had 2 wins. I think in the 5th at on the first round. So pretty stoked with how we're going. Hoping to build a bit of a gap so I just can run consistent laps and hopefully take home the championship.
Yep. So what was your strategy to keep the car on the track tonight?
Pretty much, you just have to be really careful when going anywhere near the top. You know that heaps of cars did it, but you just had to just try and be careful up there. It was very easy to just drop that right rear over the edge, and then the rest of your car follows suit. So just had to be careful and just lay off the gas a bit when you're riding up there, and just keep the car pointed straight.
Yeah. Well, I did, as I was just saying to second place as well, I did see a couple of cars getting up to the top there a bit close, and especially coming around turns 3 and 4 as well, coming up towards the pit exit. A few of them got up the top there with the right rear, just coming across the top, and just the car just followed wherever the right rear just went.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yep. Any sponsors you would like to thank?
No sponsors tonight, but just thank you to you for doing the stream, and Tristan and whoever else for putting on the event.
No worries, mate. Well, thanks very much for putting on a good race, and hopefully see you next week.
Hopefully see you then, mate.
That is your first place winner, Bradley Oldfield. Not too sure what happened to our third place. It was a little unfortunate. I couldn't give him an interview, but sensational race from everyone, and it was a pretty good race. I'm not too sure what actually happened with car number 17, Lachlan Phillips. Tonight didn't have a good race in the B main, and not too sure what happened with him towards the end of the A main. So we'll have to have a chat with him a bit later. But it was overall a good night tonight so far at Lernerville Speedway. Well, that rounds out the 90 down on the SimTV. We'll see you all on Monday night for the ASDL Monday Night Sprint Car Series round number 1, 2025. And good night.